Welcome, everyone. I want to make you aware that this session is being recorded so that we can share it later. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. My name is Barb Swartzentuber, and I'm the Executive Director at the Smart Cities Office at the City of Guelph. Today's announcement represents a pivotal coming together of business and government to work as one toward our shared goals. We know that 45% of global carbon emissions are generated when we manufacture new products, and construction materials are particularly resource intensive. Redesigning systems to recycle and extend the life of materials is an essential part of fighting climate change and aligns with Guelph's climate change objectives. Today's announcement will help us take a giant step towards this, and I can't wait to share the details with you and to get this new program underway. To make the announcement, I'm pleased to welcome Chad Park, Cooperator's Vice President of Sustainability and Citizenship. Cooperators has been a proud fixture of the Guelph community for decades, and we're thrilled to have Chad with us today. Chad.
Thanks, Barb. And hi, everyone. I'm thrilled to be here too on behalf of Cooperators to announce a $350,000 investment from Cooperators to establish the Zero Waste Economic Transformation Lab. This is the newest program under the Circular Opportunity Innovation Launchpad, or COIL, as it's called. Now, you might wonder, why is a financial services organization interested in the circular economy? Well, it actually relates to our business. Through our investment, the lab will mitigate some of the downstream impacts of waste and emissions that are generated from the rebuilding associated with our insurance claims. And that's something that makes this program particularly relevant and interesting to us as an insurer. At Cooperators, we see firsthand the impacts of the climate crisis in terms of how it threatens the financial security of Canadians and our communities. The increasing frequency and severity of climate-related risks are impacting our families and businesses from coast to coast to coast. As more Canadian homes and businesses suffer insured losses because of climate change, this puts strain on resources and increases emissions across the value chain. As an insurer, we work to not only protect against risks after they occur, but to actively prevent risks and invest in solutions that can build more climate resilient, sustainable communities. So COIL's Zero Waste Economic Transformation Lab presents an exciting opportunity for all of us to champion the circular economy in Ontario and to help build momentum for this type of partnership across Canada. This is key because in building up the circular economy, we can help reduce emissions throughout the supply chain and bring Canada closer to our net zero targets. So how will it work? Well, let's say, for example, a flood occurs that impacts local homes or businesses. Through this program, when a claim is made and we begin rebuilding, we can identify new markets for salvaged building materials and determine how and where they can be repurposed. This is the circular economy in action. And the impact will be significant because construction and demolition waste is one of the largest contributors to municipal solid waste in Canada. Cooperators is committed to embedding sustainability into all areas of our business. We're especially excited that through COIL, we can help to sustainably divert materials away from landfills and keep them in the local economy. Through this collaborative effort, we can reduce the environmental, social, and financial costs to governments, businesses, and Canadian communities while making them more sustainable and resilient. So thank you for the opportunity to speak with you today. And now I'll pass the floor over to Guelph's Mayor, Cam Guthrie, to say a few words.
Well, thank you very much, Chad. I really appreciate that, and especially the example you just gave. Before I get into some of the notes here, many people may remember I was in the insurance industry for 16 years actually before I became the mayor. So everything that you just said there is bang on. It's exactly a great reason why the cooperators should be involved in this. You gave a really great example there. This is an incredible example of public and private sector coming together and collaborating. And it's really fantastic to see a major local employer that is stepping up to work with the city and the county of Wellington to tackle this global issue. So really kudos to the cooperators for doing this. As Barb mentioned off the top, Cooperators has been a fixture within our community for decades, and not only as one of the largest employers, but also as an outstanding corporate citizen as well. So today's announcement is one more example of that. And I've been thrilled with the progress that COIL has had since its launch just a year ago. And COIL, actually, I think it's been less than a year. I think it's been less than a year. It hasn't even been a year yet. COIL is already leading, even in that less than a year already, and leading programs with great strides in helping businesses adopt circular economy practices to reduce waste, improve efficiency, create new jobs, and empower innovation. I think it's really important to note that economic transformation is at the heart of this program. It's even in the name, Zero Waste Economic Transformation Lab. Climate change isn't just about the environment, it is also about the economy. And if we have hope for a net zero world, we need to get smarter about how we use energy and redesign our systems so we waste less and reuse more. And this is why the circular economy is such an important part in the fight against climate change. I'm thrilled to have all the participants working together here to bring about that transformation, including the cooperators and the City of Guelph and Wellington County and the Smart Cities team. Yes, you are all very smart. Thank you very much for all the work that you have done to get us to this really exciting moment. And with that, I'm going to just turn it over to David Messer, manager of COIL, to tell us more about the program. And unfortunately, I do have to leave a little bit early for another commitment. But over to you, David, and to the rest of the team. And a big thumbs up from me. Well done on this work. I'm excited to see where it goes. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mayor Guthrie, and thanks for being able to squeeze us in with your very important schedule today. And thanks to everyone else for being here today, with a special thank you to Chad and the cooperators as this program's founding corporate supporter. We're just a little bit excited at COIL about this latest program. It has been months in development and at times hard to keep to ourselves. Chad has shared about cooperators' vision and their motivation behind the Zero Waste Economic Transformation Lab. And I'm pleased to speak at a bit greater length about its mission and operations. As Mayor Guthrie noted, to create a net zero emissions economy, we also need to create a zero waste economy. Currently, only a small fraction of the things we consume are recycled. And in most cases, this is because our economic systems are designed to incentivize waste. We're confident that our work with cooperators and a wide range of other stakeholders will address how we can change the system to reduce waste, create new economic opportunities, and fight climate change. We know that Zero Waste Economic Transformation Lab is a bit of a mouthful, but the long name also packs a big punch. So what exactly does the name mean to us? Well, the zero waste part captures the goal and the massive opportunity of eliminating or repurposing waste into new resources or value streams. Economic transformation speaks to the additional value we can find from materials by repurposing them, and the need to move from a wasteful linear economy to a regenerative circular one. And the term lab represents the bringing together of public, private, and not-for-profit stakeholders and innovators within an innovation strategy together. But this is not going to be a desk exercise. While the program will be grounded in research and consultation, we will quickly be putting ideas into action and testing, piloting, and prototyping new circular economy approaches here that we hope can scale in other communities across Canada. The program will be a critical contributor to the creation of a sustainable regional circular economy. And as Barbara mentioned, it aligns with Guelph's climate change objectives. Our comprehensive circular economy approach considers not only the reuse, recovery, and recycling of materials that were previously wasted, it also addresses processes and system levers to prevent waste generation across the entire value chain. The program's methodology we'll follow the process that can be replicated across other waste streams as well. We're starting with construction and demolition waste, but we won't stop there. Down the road, we can use similar processes for industries such as textiles, plastics, electronics, and more. Our program leaders will work with other cities, labs, and circular economy innovation organizations across Canada to share what they've learned. And what we do here, we know will ultimately benefit all Canadians. As we've done in the food sector, which was our first focus area, looking at construction and demolition waste needs to be a whole of community and industry approach. So, as part of today's announcement, we're also opening the door for collaborators from across the construction, renovation, and demolition sectors to get involved. Whether you're a developer, a contractor, material recycler, affordable housing not-for-profit, entrepreneur, researcher, or building regulator, please reach out to our team through our website at coil.eco. And we would love to have you involved in this very, very exciting work. We're confident that Guelph Wellington is the right community to launch strategies that will lead systems change through this program. And now I'd like to introduce Scott Stewart, CAO of the City of Guelph, to speak a little further on the program's first focus area. Scott?
Great. Thank you very much, David. And good afternoon, folks. What a fantastic announcement. I, like all the others, too, wish to extend congratulations and gratitude to the cooperators for your leadership in our community and in regards to this very specific program. Your investment, Chad, as you would know, is supporting groundbreaking and essential work. According to the World Bank, the amount of waste that countries produce is expected to increase by as much as 70% from the year 2016 out to 2050. So clearly, urgent action is needed, and Zero Waste Economic Transformation Lab is ready to respond. And David, as you said, that really is a mouthful. And as its first focus, the lab will explore solutions to reduce the amount of construction and demolition waste we produce as part of new development and rebuilds. And more broadly, however, this program will play an important role in supporting several key priorities within the Guelph strategic plan, as well as the wider city priorities. It will accelerate partnerships and innovation in our economy. It will further integrate businesses into our community and cultural fabric. It'll support increase in sustainable planning and growth. It will address our climate change commitments. It will contribute to job creation and business growth while reducing or repurposing waste. So these benefits, as well as others we've heard today, clearly reinforces our reputation as an innovation center when it comes to the circular economy. That's what I call making Guelph future ready. I'd also now like to introduce Yana Burns, who leads our economic development for Wellington County. Yana.
Thank you, Scott. The construction industry is an important one to Wellington County, representing about 1,500 businesses and 5,900 jobs. The county has made a commitment to supporting our local businesses with funding, coaching, and learning about their struggles. For the construction and demolition industry, we know that contractors don't have the money, time, or resources to sort their materials, and that landfills are often the cheapest solution. The Smart Cities Zero Waste Economic Transformation Lab program, with cooperator support, really has a potential to be an innovation and system change accelerator. The tools that will come from it, whether it's the research and development, business incubation, or supply chain innovation pilots, will inspire change in businesses and industry locally and on a global scale. Notably, the program will also help the county come closer to achieving our sustainability objectives, environmental visioning, and economic growth plans by creating jobs and helping businesses with their waste challenges. We're excited for the lab to create some new streams of revenue for leaders in this sector and to decrease the costs associated with waste. And I'd like to echo the words of thanks from my colleagues to our community leaders and government partners, to city and county staff, and especially to cooperators for this amazing commitment. To close off our comments, I'm happy to reintroduce Barb Swartzentruber, Executive Director at the Smart Cities Office.
Thank you, Yana. Since its launch last April, COIL has made strong steps forward in helping businesses and collaborations explore circular solutions in both the food and environment sectors. This includes COIL's Activate, Evolve, circular, and repurposed business accelerator programs, which are already attracting considerable attention. Today, with the new Zero Waste Economic Transformation Lab, these programs offer a clear demonstration that when business, government, and community work together, we can make larger strides towards improving our environment and strengthening our local economy. When our Smart Cities journey began in 2018 with the Our Food Future initiative and a commitment to build a regional circular food economy, we never assumed that we'd already be in a position of such impact and momentum. Our work together is making an immediate and long-term difference that can be scaled and shared with our neighbors from coast to coast. Everyone involved is to be congratulated. I'd like to take this opportunity to offer once again our thanks to cooperators for this significant commitment, not only financially, but by setting the highest standard of corporate responsibility. I also thank all those involved in Our Food Future and COIL, our teams who are working together to help us realize all of our current and future achievements. And to you here today, these are challenging times, and the chance to share some good news that will benefit both the public and private sector organizations as well as our community is very much welcome. Thank you and stay safe. And if you have any questions, please reach out to members of our team who are listed on this slide, or check us out through coil.eco.eco. Thank you very much.